right, you know what time it is. It is Tuesday, and it's another episode of Safe on Talk. Um, yeah, here with Chris as always. How you doing, my dude?
What up, though? Loving life right now, man.
Yep, starting the heat chilled out here in
Sure
upstate New
did.
York. Finally,
Sure did.
thank God. A little bit slower news stuff this week, but we're gonna be talking some multiverses. Steve won another big Smash tournament. We'll talk about that. Chris was checking out Rushdown Revolt, and I actually haven't seen much of it, but other than the advertisements, we'll talk about that. One Up has a new arcade cabinet. Yeah, we'll just roll with it. I think it's a good start spot. Oh man, I was telling Chris earlier all day today. I was playing Beat Saber. Have you ever played Beat Saber?
Yeah, man. It's a workout, bro.
It is. That's kind of why I brought it up. Is like if
It's a
I
workout.
if I want to lose like a couple pounds, if I feel like I'm letting myself go, you just play Beat Saber for 30 minutes a day for like a week or two, and like you'll
Yeah.
drop weight. Especially as like you start getting the more difficult stuff. But
I should do that actually. That's
without
actually
a
not a
doubt,
bad
dude.
idea.
Yeah, and it's a shitty recommendation now because the headset I would recommend is like the Quest 2, and that just went up $100.
Did it really?
So
Oh
yeah,
gosh.
because what they were doing is that 300 price point, they were
Uh-huh.
actually selling that at a loss. It actually took more, but they just assumed if they got it in enough hands, they could like when they integrated with Facebook, they could sell advertising and like really kind of take over the
Mm.
market.
Okay.
So
Okay.
and once you start using the Quest 2, especially in the beginning, you're kind of like, how the fuck is this only $300? Like it's a dope headset. But
Okay.
so they
Okay.
bumped it 100. So that's kind of shitty. I still think it's worth it for $400, especially if you want to get active and if you're active.
So
Like
Quest Two
I
is
think.
is a heavy on the Facebook activity. I don't get it.
No. They cut that shit off finally. As of
Oh, they did.
I think like
Okay.
4, 5, 6 months ago, they got so much backlash that they just cut that out about needing a Facebook account. So um,
Okay.
I think
Okay.
they did. I'm pretty sure they did because now when I get on the Quest, it says nothing about Facebook. It just says Meta, and I don't think it has anything connected to Facebook now. I think you still need you still have to make an account. They still want your email and stuff, but you don't have to make like a Facebook account. You have to make like a
All right.
Meta
Cool.
account, so it's not too bad. So
Yeah. I mean, it could be worse. So,
yeah,
excuse
that
me.
I get the people that like bothers, like especially if they're just. Oh, we lost Chris. See if he comes back. We'll try and give him a call back. Doom bum boom bum boom. Bum 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 bum. Oh boy. I'll wait to see if he says something on Facebook, but his computer probably just like restarted or something. Maybe he kicked the power supply. I used to do that shit all the time. Having it by your feet or something. But oh, says he's back.
I'm back.
What up? What
Love the
happened?
elevator music, by the way. I don't know, bro. I was like, what the hell? And that's how it's going.
Yeah, that's
Can you
right.
hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I gotta. We'll do it on the fly. I just have to change your. I gotta make like a funny like technical difficulties image to come up.
It's really catchy. I'm not gonna lie. This is catchy right now.
Let me check the watching stuff. Um. Yeah, man. So while we're doing this, what do you want to talk about first? We left off talking. You were saying you want to go to U of R because they do the video game stuff. You said they're having a tournament, but it's the
Oh yes.
day before the one
So no,
coming up.
Syracuse is actually there's a guy hosting Zinc Tank. It's a Syracuse's regional tournament for Smash each year. So he's hosting it this year, but he's doing it a day before our tournament here in Rochester. So That's always tough to deal with because people have to sometimes pick and choose. They can't do both. So I think that might affect the numbers because like some people are going to say, yeah, I'm going to Zinc Tank, but then some people are going to say, nah, I'm going to AGN. So
Yeah.
like that always sucks, and we always like, especially with upstate, we try to like not step on each other's toes when it comes to hosting tournaments and events because it is difficult to. It's just so many things going on now, so like it's almost impossible. But we do the best we can to not do that. So I was like, man, hopefully he gets the numbers he's looking for, but like uh because it's such a robust thing in upstate now, and like everybody's doing their own thing, and it's the school is back, so everybody's trying to start up their like for instance, like there's some colleges who go heavy early on, and then their esports or their tournaments just fall right off,
Yeah.
and then they just disappear again till the beginning of the next school year. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So it kind of falls into that kind of category of like just trying to be careful and pay attention. Like, all right, let's not step on each other's toes. But he's also sponsored. He's hosting it at the Bryan Stratton campus in Syracuse.
Ah,
And I think that like he's got a sponsor from Dairy. They put like a $250 pop bonus into it, so that's actually pretty cool. You know what I'm
nice. Uh,
saying?
VRDVN doing a drip check in chat. What's up, my dude? Uh,
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, especially going to tournaments like back to back, the only way that that seems like a good idea is if you fucking are really good. You know what I mean?
Uh huh.
Because then
Uh huh.
you're gonna win money. Then it's like
Yeah.
getting paid to
Yeah.
have a little bit of fun. But if you aren't like the top tier, you don't think you can place, then it's kind of like, I
I'm
can't.
gonna pick and choose.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
almost don't have a choice. You know what I mean? Unless
Yeah.
you're doing okay at the time. So
Like he's going to get a lot of Q's guys, but I don't know. Well, Q's players. I don't know if he's going to get a lot of Buffalo and Rochester in Southern Tier just because um typically AGN is one of the events each month that counts towards the PR ranking. Um,
yeah,
what I'm sorry, the PR ladder, right? The power ranking ladder. So um people they try their best not to miss AGN tournaments because it's typically going to be 40 50 players there, and it's usually anywhere between like 9 to 13 out of the 16 players on the power ranking at AGN tournaments. So
yeah,
it's that's usually a chance to knock off a big name or get a win off a big name and kind of try to solidify yourself. So again, that might be a tough sell. Hopefully he does well, man. He's got enough support from the Bryan Stratton campus in Syracuse, but that might be a tough sell, man.
yeah. Maybe it's a good thing Southern Tier isn't showing up until they learn how to act. Apparently, getting getting real rabid over there.
Bro,
I'm just fucking. I know that's not all a Southern Tier, but I had to take a little pop
listen,
shot
son,
there.
it's a few that be. I'm like, yo, what's what's the malfunction here?
Yep.
Y'all, all right? Everything okay at home? Y'all bringing it to the wrong area.
yeah. That's funny.
Yeah, but so I mean, it is what it is though. So, and in the summer tier, they was like, yo, they when they hit us up, it's like we not trying to say we not coming to y'all events or tournaments. We just not trying to we just not going to be we want to have like our own ranking system. You know what I'm saying? So like, and some of the other tiers like, yo, y'all, hopefully y'all don't see that it's all us. Like, just like every other community, we got a couple knuckleheads. We try to, we trying to uh not stomp out. That's an ugly way to say it. But a couple of knuckleheads we trying to get right.
Yeah. Cool. So hopefully it works out for him. But yeah, like you said, it's shitty scheduling.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
what
man,
you
it's
gonna do?
rough.
Do you ever
Nothing.
at the monthlies? Do you get a lot of Syracuse people? I know you get Buffalo
Yeah.
people. Oh, do
Yeah.
you?
Q's
Oh.
Q's roll deep. Their FGC got players don't roll deep as they used to,
Oh.
but their Smash players usually there's like 9, 10, 11 Smash players that roll up from Q's.
I mean,
So
they're scared. I don't blame them.
well,
You can't.
it's
I mean, they're
tough
already
because
driving. They ain't trying to just give
yeah,
us their money and
right. Listen. The
it's how
funny
it
thing
is.
is, the funny thing is, I I'm glad that our scene is big enough now to where like there's at least 3 or 4 games on our slate every month, to where like if your main game isn't running, you can play a
Yeah.
game that's not your main game and still have a good time. Like we'll have our main games like somebody came to play fighters, but they play or somebody came to play Tekken and Tekken's not running, but they'll play fighters instead, or they'll play Street Fighter 5 instead. Still have a good time. So
Yeah.
I'm glad we're at that point. But yeah, man, like I don't right now. A lot of the Q's FGC players don't show up, and in Buffalo, everybody's trying to get their scene together, man. Like it's a real funky time COVID didn't help nothing,
Mm-hmm.
but Syracuse, they're trying to get everything set with their home base. Buffalo, with game space in their home base. So like it's just a combination of that, new blood, old heads growing up and getting families and kids and new jobs and moving out of state and stuff like that. So it's a constant revolve. I tell people all the time, like, if y'all think y'all gonna get into this FGC game and people just gonna the same people gonna stick around for years, I've been super lucky to like have like people who have been with me since I opened my store like 2014, and they started coming to my tournaments like late 2014, early 2015.
Yeah.
But even then, there's a bunch of folks who like they got kids now, and they can't just come out to tournaments every Saturday like
Yeah.
and one Saturday a month like they used to.
Yep.
So, but it's Buff trying to get it together. Q's trying to get it together, man. But it's hard, man. Buffalo had a change in leadership with Brian going now, so like the new heads trying to kind of galvanize the troops and like, hey guys, we do this and that. And I think they're doing a really good job at it right now. But and then some of it is just working with the colleges in your area too.
Yep.
We got a whole bunch here, but sometimes I found out this, and I don't know if it was public information or not because it got to me, through a Discord chat. But somebody was like, "Yo, Chris, some people just don't come to your tournaments because they just are intimidated, and they know they're not gonna win nothing, so they figure why come out there and get my head beat in, um, and then just go back to my college." And he's like, some college kids like, you know what? I know AGN has like 80 players at their tournaments, but I'd rather go to my tournament where it's 15 of us, but I don't have to leave campus.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's another big thing too, having to travel. Is somebody at the door? Somebody at the door? Oh, okay. It somebody so it somebody's like, yo, I'd rather make sure that I'm comfortable and I don't have to leave my campus. I can come down in my pajamas if I want to, whatever the case may be, and then they don't have to bother with that. So it's always a funky a funky way with that, and carpooling and all that kind of stuff. Like RIT is just kind of ingrained in like, yo, no matter what Smash is, no matter what
Yeah.
Smash is, we gonna be there.
Yeah.
But every every FGC ain't like that. So
Yep.
unfortunately, because we're trying to work on that. I think U of R is trying to get better because they run their tournament called the Hive, and then there's MCC. I don't know what the hell MCC doing. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't have no kind of connection. And it was sucks because I used to go there. Like literally, it's my alma mater. So
Yeah.
I have no idea what they're doing or why they're doing it. But I hope we can figure something out one day because it feel like it's such a waste to have that nice campus and the opportunities they have, and they just can't do shit. You know.
Yeah, that's weird. Now that you bring that up, I'm actually mad surprised that they're so. Um,
Low
have you
key.
contacted them and tried to do stuff with them before? They're
Come
just
on, bro.
like,
You know me, man.
yeah,
I work with anybody. So
yeah,
until I find out you corny or you whack or you trying to be funny, um, I'm one of those people. I truly believe like if you trying to grow your shit, I'm down because we could do more together than we can do apart. That's how I feel about it. But if I know that you're looking for just me to do the work, or you're just looking for the name of AGN to pop in, and then you try to take as many people as you can, and it's like, oh, look what we do over here, like that's different. And I'm like,
yeah,
nah, that's not the time I'm on. Let's help and grow each other's scenes. I'm down to help y'all grow, but it's got to be reciprocated on my end as well too. You know what I'm saying? So I'm down to help MCC with their program and help them grow, man. But shit, I ain't gonna lie. Some of it is I'm struggling to get a team together here, Brian and Stratton.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
We don't have the biggest, the biggest student body. We don't have the largest amount. We don't have the largest number of student body, but I'm trying to figure that out here, man. So we'll see. I would love to work with MCC though, because like again, it's my alma mater. I think what they're doing over there is dope. I love their campus. So
yeah. How is the team at Bryant going? It starts off when you guys start over there.
well, the team goes all year round. Pretty believe it or not, we have at we've never had more than 4 players at once. We've had 9 different players on the team. It's just hard to get everybody in at the same time. Like we were really close to having a full League of Legends,
Oh yeah,
and we just couldn't get everybody on at once. And then right now we just have one player that's still on the squad, and he plays Mortal Kombat, and he'll play a little bit of League. He plays some Smite. He'll play some Smash, and we'll put him in Smash Brothers competitions on collegiately. But it's a tough sell right now, man. It's not the easiest thing to get folks to um, get connected here. So that's the challenge that I've been taking on for a while, and I'm hopefully I could be successful with it because obviously you see the tournaments, D. We can get 70, 80, 90, 100 heads in the door for tournaments, but to get them to commit to the college is a different monster.
Yeah, absolutely. Cool. All right. Let's move on. Let's talk this Rushdown Revolt. I'm about to pull up some gameplay. I have not
Shit,
seen
no,
this.
bro.
It's a platform, right? Platformer.
Yeah, it's Smash like.
Because I know. So there's that ad that they played like during Evo and stuff of Tasty Steve talking about how you can cancel every
Yeah,
special.
yo.
So it like opens up a lot of shit, which is pretty cool. Oh, I like this already. This looks clean and sharp.
Mm.
Dude's got a
Yeah,
bullet
yo.
mechanic, so I
Right, you know
already
what I'm
fucking
saying?
hate him. They trying to go bash the Stampede with him for sure. He's
Definitely,
got a red coat, tall
definitely.
ass blonde hair.
Mm-hmm. The players is fired, man.
So you said you were watching this at you went to Smash, or
I
you
was
were
watching Super
watching
Smash Con,
Smash
yup.
Con?
Super Smash Con 2022.
Well,
And they started, I think it was the Friday broadcast. Yeah, but I watched it now because I like to see all these games that like these Smash spinoffs. I like and see what they do and how they look. And man, I watched it. I was like, this look clean.
yeah,
And it's not even the finished product though. They're not
yeah,
even
yeah.
done with it
This
yet. They
is
still,
this is alpha footage, and I think it only
yeah, man.
and I think this
So
video was posted not too long ago. So
and the alpha footage is clean. So I'm
yeah,
like, okay, I don't know what else y'all gonna do to it. I think they said they're gonna announce another character between now and when the game drops, but I'm liking what I'm seeing. It's looking like something we definitely can get into. And the fact that there's a grappler with so many aerial movements, I think is gonna be scary for people
yeah,
who love to play grapplers. Cause I watched it and that shit was wild. Like, could you imagine fighting a grappler off stage who can move in the air with recovery options?
yeah,
That shit was wild. I was like, hell nah.
yeah,
This ain't something I want to be involved with right
yeah.
here.
How many? Do you know how many characters they got so far?
I think did I see like I don't know. I think it's like 10 or 11
10
maybe.
or 11. Not
Yeah,
bad. Did they say when the betas or is it in beta? Because this
I
is
think it's
alpha, but
in.
I didn't see. Let me see
Yeah,
when this was posted. Oh, geez, this is mad old. This is over 2 years ago. All right, so it's probably in beta now then. Uh, just looking at this, there's little things that I think I like better in Smash, like super small things like when you hit someone, the damage numbers pop up. You don't have
yeah, I
to
love
like
that.
you don't have to look down at the percent and calculate in your head
Yeah,
like, did that
yeah,
do a lot? Like,
yeah.
that's kind of cool.
I,
Simple things.
I like that the bars change colors. Like it starts at blue, and then you take a little damage, goes to green, then it goes to yellow, and then with red, it's not like with Smash, you can keep living off a weird hit. With this one, it literally says on your life bar, last hit. So the next hit that you take kills you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I like that. I like that mechanic, man. It's different. And you have one burst per life. So like say, because you can get zero to death combo to the top of the screen like off rip, right?
Uh,
So like if you get hit, you up in that area when you see the about to hit, boom, you can burst them off you, and it'll literally burst them the hell away from you, and you can kind of get back down and
yeah,
reset
yeah.
neutral. And
Oh, that's
yeah,
pretty
so I
dope.
like that, man. Yeah, yeah. So if you get your ass whooped, then you you at least got one burst to get them away from you. So
Cool, cool. And you said
yeah.
you were watching this. Did they have like a side tournament for this or?
Yeah, it was a tournament for it, and
Oh,
it was
nice.
it was going at it, man. It was actually a guy here from Rochester. I think he won it,
Oh,
or
really?
yeah, man, this kid was going nuts.
And he
He was
doesn't
in the
play
top
Smash
three
or
for
anything
sure.
that
I
you
don't
know
know.
of?
I know Kyle knows him. I didn't know him, so I was
Huh.
like, yo, I've never seen this kid before, but he was going nuts.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, so that's exciting. I'd be down to try this.
Yeah, I'm anytime something new drop, I want to see how it feels in my hands. I'll be honest with you, I'm kind of spoiled by Smash
Uh
because I'm
huh.
just like it because it's been so refined over the years. Like if I was playing Melee and in one of these games, I might go with one of these games over Melee. Nothing against Melee, it's just it feels different. But since I'm playing Ultimate and I'm used to my characters and the way that the hits feel and all that kind of stuff, you know.
Yeah. Oh. Oh, so apparently it's already out. So I'm completely wrong. Forget all this shit I was saying before about release and if it's in beta. Apparently this came out last year in January. So
It's
this has
on
been out.
PC, right?
Yeah.
No, because I was watching it, but here's the thing. I was watching on the broadcast and it said something like alpha footage or something like that on
Really.
the broadcast. So
Oh.
I don't know if they didn't take it off of the
So maybe they just yeah. Maybe you can play it in alpha surge patch. I don't know if
oh, is
that's
that
a
what it
play
is?
on words. It might be. Oh yeah, okay. So the final major alpha patch. Okay, so it's out, but it's out in alpha. So it's not.
Okay,
So it's
okay,
not
okay.
finished. They know that it's not close to finish. It's not even in beta.
Yeah, okay,
So
that
you
makes
can
more
play
sense.
it.
I was,
So you can
yeah,
play
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Okay.
I was about to
Nope.
say because I know I watched it. It was on the screen and it said like alpha. You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh, it's not out yet. That's what made me think that.
Yeah. Probably. I'll go to this tournament. You got a 26 or 27? 26th?
My tournament.
Yeah, yeah.
Ours is on the 27th.
All right,
The
27th.
next Saturday.
When I
Next
go down
Saturday.
there, maybe I'll hang out around the Smash side of things to see if anyone's playing it, see what they think. Because I'm curious
Yeah.
if they like it or not. Because right now, any free time I have to play a platform, I've been playing Multiversus. So
Listen, I understand. I
yeah,
understand.
it's a
It's a
lot of
good
fun.
game, man. It's a good game.
Oh yeah, it's super good. Uh, and that's one of the things we're going to talk about. We might as well go to that. Is
Let's do it.
there are a lot of patch changes. They nerfed bugs. They nerfed Velma.
I told you it's
Which
gonna nerf bugs. I saw that
yeah,
coming.
yeah, yeah. It became very clear very quick. Bugs became the new like old Taz with the like just except Taz had one annoying move and Bugs like everything was just a little too strong. So they
You
nerfed
said they nerfed
him.
Velma too?
Yep, they nerfed Velma.
Oh, okay. I didn't expect
Apparently
that.
at a high level she's incredibly cheap. So I'm not good enough yet to see like some of that shit about how some
Okay. Okay.
characters are really like strong, but yeah, apparently her and Bugs were the ones that really need to get hit.
Well, when they did the tournament at Evo, Velma was like out of the top 8 teams, Velma was on like 5 of them, 4 or 5
Yeah,
of them. So
yeah, I'm not
I
surprised.
was like, okay, that's a lot of Velma there. Never mind. It was a
Yeah,
lot of Velma and Bugs, so
yep.
that makes sense.
And
That
then
makes sense.
apparently, and then what's his face? I think his name's Leviathan. The guy, I don't know if he won or he came in top 3. It's one of the two. But he played Wonder Woman.
Okay.
And he's been going fucking crazy with the YouTube videos, and I've watched a bunch of them. He's putting out like, because that win at Evo got him so much like attention.
Yeah,
Like now he's just
that's
fully
smart.
taking advantage
That's
of it.
smart.
He's putting
Go
out
hard.
tier list videos. He put out a tier list for who's good against Wonder Woman. He put out a video of coaching someone playing Wonder Woman. So apparently
That is
she's
capitalizing
pretty
your
good.
moment.
Yeah, yeah,
You know
that's
what I'm saying?
incredibly smart on his
I
part.
like that though. I like that people have, and I tell people all the time, like some people they want to blow up, but I'm like, yo, if you hit, like, do you have a strategy for when you hit? You know what I'm saying? Like, if you blew up overnight tomorrow, like you say you just went on a crazy run at a major tournament, like what would you do afterward? Would you just say like, oh, thanks guys, that was awesome, and then go back to doing the same shit you did?
Yeah, yeah, back to
Or
the
are you
lab
ready to
and
like,
letting people forget that you
right,
exist.
right, and that's what people do sometimes. They'd go nuts, and then like they get a little bit of clout, and then like they forget it. So like I think it's so dope that like they actually had a plan. Like, okay, here come my tier list videos, here come my coaching videos, here come my content. Da da da. I think that's a way to keep people interested. Like, oh yeah, I fucks with this.
Oh yeah,
That's what it take.
absolutely. Like a good example of that was when Elden Ring first came out. The guy that was finding a lot of the speedrun tactics, and he had like the record. He kept getting world record because he kept just beating himself and getting better.
Yeah.
Um, on Twitch, I looked. He had like not that many followers, not that many viewers. He was having like 30,000 people watch him, and he was
Hmm.
doing like 14-hour streams because he
Oh
just
my
blew
god.
up. He was like, I'm just gonna fucking stream constantly, and people were
Yeah.
watching it. So he's probably fucking set for the foreseeable future with people. Even though like
Hmm.
he probably barely
Hmm.
even speedruns Elden Ring, he's probably off to playing something else now. Or
Hell,
who
he might have
knows?
went to
But yeah, yeah,
multiverses.
that's the way to do it. If you have a small niche and you get popular for even a week, you need to capitalize on that. Especially with
Yes,
something like
sir.
Twitch, you can have a career for the next decade easily
Yeah.
if you get
Yo,
popular enough on Twitch
D,
or any
I'm
streaming
telling you,
site,
it'd be something we
YouTube.
could do, and it'll blow the fuck up. I'm telling you, like
Yeah,
we could be something we doing good. That's the thing people don't realize. It could be something stupid. Like it could be a game like Monkey Doodle Balls, right? And it could be
yeah,
like, yo, what the fuck are they doing? But it's hilarious when you're having fun with it and people start watching. So like, oh, that was another thing at Super Smash Con. There was this thing called this game called like the King of the Hats or something like that.
King of the
Um,
Hats,
yo, it's like a um
King of the Hat.
it's yeah, it's so goofy, but it's fun to watch and like yo, it looks mad fun to play.
King
And
of
I was
the
like, I
Hat
gotta
is
get this shit
back.
checked. Like the goal of the game is not it's like you're hitting each other and stunning each other, but the game is like you have to jump on the other person's hat. But they can throw the
Ah,
hat at you and shit like that, right? So like it was just this really cool aspect. And I was like, yo, this looks like a dope like side game, like something to do when the story opens. Have a some fun shit going on. I might, I think they have the beta right now. So if I can get the beta on Steam, I might have it at Upstate Upward, man.
Yeah,
just
this
to have some
demo.
flavor with it.
Oh, it looks like it comes out October 22nd. They might have been
Yeah,
playing the demo.
they were. They were.
Yep. That's pretty
They was
dope.
going hard with it though, man. Like it was so cool. I was like, yo, this is fun, and I like the different characters, the different flavors they gave to it. So like, I like that Yeti dude, and it's like the Afro guy, and it was really cool, man. I liked it.
Yeah, that looks dope. I mean, it looks like the epitome of a game you just fuck around with your friends for a couple hours. You don't take it
Yep.
too seriously. Um,
It was and I think that's what another reason why I think having these big events and majors are important, because I would have never seen that game. I would say never, but it may have taken me months longer to see that game. Versus like I was watching SmashCon, they gave it some airtime. It's like, yo, this is actually pretty dope. I'm about to get this, you know.
yeah.
So Rushdown Revolt and that, those are two games I would have never even been on my radar had I not seen it at these big tournaments. So I think that's another reason why these tournaments are so dope, man. It's just um, it allows you to have access to stuff that you might not give a shit about, or you would even know that that was fun to do, you know?
Yeah, it reminds me of games like this. Did you ever play Nidhogg?
Yeah, yeah.
So it's this, yeah, for the people listed, it's the people, or it's a game where like you're literally just two dudes with a sword, and you're trying to get to the opposite side. And there's multiple like little levels. See right here, you run all the way to the right, you go to the next screen, they try and stop you. And there was like 2 months where I lived in the South Wedge, and it was right by Lux. The bar there, people might know that bar from if you live in Rochester, but we would go and have a couple drinks there, and then like
Yeah.
out of like 2 or 3 people, they'd all have it at their place. We'd just go back and like quote unquote after party when it was really just like 6 of us going back and playing this for like 2 hours. Like it was the perfect like just come home, have a couple drinks, like didn't want to get too crazy, and you just play with your friends. That's what I think of when I think of like the hat game, is games like this.
Yeah, yeah.
And games
Those
like
type
this,
of games is like,
it can get kind of heated,
it
not
get
in a
crazy.
bad way,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
there could be some trash talk, and you want to win, so yeah.
Yeah, man. And it's not. I think you're right. It's not a game that you gotta take too seriously. You can obviously there's a competitive aspect, but it's one of those games I think it's a lot more fun when you just like playing with your friends. Like when I was, you remember you ever played the Duck game?
The duck game, I don't think so.
Yeah. There's a game called Duck Game, and it's
Oh, it's literally called
it's
duck game.
the Duck Game. It's called Duck Game, and it's fun as a bitch. Like me and my kids. Matter of fact, I found out about it through Ouya. Remember Ouya?
No, it's yeah.
It's a console. I listen. It was an embarrassing time in my life. I was pushing that console hella hard. I believed in it. when,
Oh, it was an actual machine. It was a console.
it was an actual console.
Oh.
So it was like, I
I thought you were
Julie
saying
Ehrman-
counsel. I was like, you getting therapy for this shit?
No, not console. Sorry. I was getting. It was a console.
Is this a cult?
I'm sorry.
Is this?
No,
Oh,
so it was,
this
it
is
was
why
all-
you wanted to do the show. Now it comes out.
Yes,
You're fucking recruiting
yes.
for the duck
Let's get
game
on.
fucking cult. That's what it is.
No. So it was on the Ouya, Ouya. It was on that console, right? But the console died out. They had some traction on the West Coast, but they had no presence on the East Coast over here. And like, I actually gave away a Ouya at the as matter of fact, it was at the RockCon here
Uh-huh.
back in like 2015 or 2016.
Okay, so
But I
this is...
found out about the Duck game through that. It was another one called like the Goat game or Great Goat or something like that. And it was 2 games, 4 players, different abilities, shit like that. It was mad fun to play. But it was like, you could see this getting crazy competitive, but it was just like, yo, this is so goofy. I can't help but laugh
Yeah.
about some of the ways I die here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. How long ago? So you said 2015. So when did the Ouya come out?
Oh,
you
that
think?
shit. It
Like
came
ancient?
out 20, because I remember it was a big ass Kickstarter. Like they had a 2012 or 2013. It was a Kickstarter, Dustin. They blew their goal away. The goal was like 500K or something like that, or 700K, and they raised like 8 million.
Oh, the little cube.
You know what I'm talking
I do
about?
remember
You know
this.
what I'm talking
Okay. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. I do
Yeah,
remember this.
I went heavy for it, right? Like I was taking it to conventions. I was like, people was playing it out loud. I was like, yo, Ouya, play this dope, da da da. Because I believe in indie shit. I think indie should get opportunities and get their chance, but that shit floundered so bad, bro.
Damn.
Yeah.
Only sold 200,000 units. The most popular game at the time, Tower Fall, it only sold 7,000 copies.
Yeah,
Damn,
it was
man,
it was rough.
that's
It was rough. It was rough. And 200,000 units sounds amazing, but when you raise $8 million,
Yeah.
I listen. That's gonna be a whole nother episode to go into, bro. Like when I tell you, like because they had the fucking fire in their hand and they just blew it. Yo, control. Okay, the console cost $99 by itself, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it was like Android based or whatever, and like anybody could make the game for it and shit like that. And it was open source, all that shit, right? Cool shit. But the controllers was fucking $49, and because, and I'm like,
Oh
yo,
boy.
indeed, like it had a trackpad on it, but like there literally was like, and I downloaded massive games. So it wasn't a lot of memory on there to download a lot of games. That was another thing. But then they had a trackpad on it, but the trackpad only worked for like 4 or 5 fucking games. I was like, this was a waste of technology.
Oh, without a doubt.
Y'all could have put this money into advertising. Y'all could have put this money, and I get it. You get excited. You blow your goal away. If you expect to get 700,000 and you raise 8 million, you think, oh, I can give higher quality. But you have to understand, like that money should have went to like, yo, marketing. Like, hey, Ouya, we here, open source, more merch, T-shirts, giving the consoles out, being at these conventions, shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And like then you could have upgraded to, all right, now that we have 50 games that need this trackpad, let's add that to the controller as an upgrade. But them controllers, man, here's the funny thing is I like it. You actually could take the front off of it, and you put the batteries in like the part where you hold it.
Uh-huh.
You could put the batteries one on each side in the part that you hold it. So it actually was like unique.
Super balanced too.
Yeah, it was really chill. Like it was a good ass. Like some shit they did, it was so right. I was like, yo, this is perfect. And then some stuff I was like, that is fucking dumb. Why did y'all do that? You know?
I mean, it only. I'm assuming it only came with one controller, right?
Came with one controller, so I gotta drop fucking.
So there's 150 right there.
Yeah, it was, bro. Your controller should not be half of what your console costs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely not. Yeah.
Them shit should have been $24.99 at the max, at the most. But there was a lot of dope shit on the games. I played a lot of games that I normally would not have played because they weren't on PlayStation Store, they weren't on Xbox Live and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So they weren't on the Wii Store neither. So I was like, okay, I'm playing shit I wouldn't normally not play, but it just didn't stick, man. And I was bummed out because I watched that shit. I followed every fucking Ouya Twitter account and all that.
Ouya. That should have been their marketing slogan right there.
I should.
Yo, you get Al Pacino to do it. And just use like $1 million of that crowdfunding. Ouya.
Ouya.
Bring back the old like Sega style of advertising, where the shit was like mad aggressive.
It was effective though.
Oh yeah, it was hella effective.
Sega does when Nintendo don't. That was my favorite. I ain't gonna lie. I was a big Sega dude. But Ouya was dope. They did a lot of good shit. They fucked that money up, man. Like they had so much. And I listen, Dustin. If me and you was in that situation, I can't say what we'd have did would have been much better.
Uh-huh.
But I don't know, man. I was disappointed because like I went heavy for them, bro. Like they had even sent me 2 Ouyas to give away at the con. So like I had my own that we ran a tournament on, and it was another called Bomb Squad. Like yo, it was some dope ass games. I was like, yo, these are fucking dope. Why aren't these on more consoles? You know what I'm saying? But it was a bunch of games that we talked about, like just fun to play, goofy party games. Yo, turn this on real quick. It don't take a lot of skill to have fun, enjoy yourself, and actually feel like you're doing something. So
yeah, do you still got it?
Yeah.
You should.
I still got the controllers and everything.
Yeah. You should bring it to the thing.
Yeah, I got you. I got you.
I want to see it. So the actual cube's got to be what, the size of like a wallet as far as
that shit.
Height?
It's literally like this big, like probably like this size.
Oh, nice.
It was little as hell. It was compact. Yo, I'm telling you, they were on the right path with it. I don't know, and also I should have known some shit was wrong with Julie Ehrman. She kept saying television instead of TV. She's like, and when you hook this up to the television, she said she did a broadcast, and she said television like fucking 40 times. Like we had a television counter on. Like, yo, why does she keep saying this? Like, and I was like, yo, is she an alien? Like, this is something wrong. Something's off here. But I should have known it wasn't gonna go right when that happened.
Your visual production device.
Should have did that. But anyway, yeah, it's cool, man. I'm gonna bring it so you can see it though. I'll try to remember to unpack it somewhere. I know it's in storage somewhere. So
pick up your arcade pad. Yeah, I mean, like you said, who knows what we do in situation. I mean, you just got, it says right here, 8.5 million in crowdfunding, because in your mind, Because then, like, my best guess too would probably be they started thinking too big and trying to do too much.
Yup.
You know what I mean? Like, just thinking,
Yup.
oh man, we can put money into this now. We can do this
Yup.
and this.
Yup.
And they probably just put way too much on their fucking plate and just like got away from the basics and just got a little too big. But yeah, that sucks. So, like, I remember this now. I saw a picture.
Yeah.
And I mean that shows the failing, kind of how it failed in with the marketing is. You could have said Ouya 7 billion times. I never would have remembered what this was. But just seeing that little cube, I'm like, I do barely remember this. So.
And it was like you said. I think that's literally like you hit the nail on the head. That's literally what happened. They saw that money. It came in. They got excited, like, oh shit, we can do this now. And they got away from like, oh no, this is the basic that we promised y'all first. And I think they got into like, oh, let's do this extra stuff instead of making sure that the basics was solid. Like, for sure, there's gonna be a solid console. And like, to me, they should have been at every con. You know what I'm saying? And they should have been at every con showing their game off. They should have been at, and even some of these other ones like smashcon and the Pound and all that, showing off their shit. Hey, we got something that's kind of like Smash, or we got this and that. Y'all come through and have a good time with it. That's all it takes sometimes, you know. I think I saw him one time at what was it, like San Diego Comic-Con or one of those, and they had like the booth actually looked pretty cool, but like people were underwhelmed by the game, and I don't think they didn't get enough of a sample size. Cause like when people were coming in my store, like me and my buddy still laughs at me about this shit. He's like, Chris, you remember that Ouya shit you used to go hard for? Ha 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 ha. You know, like, so I just gotta eat that L every time he come up to me and ask me about it. But like if they would have I think marketing is really, like you said, really what killed them. Sega's marketing was crazy in the 90s. And like having Sonic and like having like, oh, we're fast, blast processing ain't even a fucking real thing.
It isn't. Yeah.
It's not a real thing. But we were so convinced that shit was real, and we was like, yo, Nintendo, look at how slow that shit is, bro. Look at this. Look at Sega blast processing, bitch.
Yeah.
You see it? You see how fast Sonic going? Y'all can't do that on Nintendo. And they like, yeah, blast, it's not real. But we were so into it, and Sega made you just feel like that shit was, yo, when you go back and look at some old Sega commercials, that shit's raw.
Oh yeah, I'm
like, yo, this is crazy.
Let me
Sega. I remember those distinctly. I think it was a Sega CD commercial. It was so wild, yo.
Super Mario World, wow! What's this one? Oh, this is a Sonic the Hedgehog from Sega Genesis. Hey, look at these radical colors, huh? Wow,
Sega.
Sonic's fast, too. No, over here.
I
like Genesis, and it costs a lot less. Wait, kid, that game I'll take Sonic.
Oh man, it was $50 less at one point. I didn't know that.
Sonic the Hedgehog, more action, more speed.
I didn't know that the
Genesis,
Sega
it's a
was.
lot more for
Let's get to the aggressive ones. MJ did a. Oh, is that Moonwalker? That's gotta be right.
Michael Jackson?
His video game Moonwalker.
I can't see your screen. I see you.
Oh, my bad. I gotta share the screen again.
You're a handsome young man, but I can't see.
Probably wondering why there was no echo, huh?
No.
Did you even notice it?
I was enjoying it.
Probably like you're just playing the audio of a commercial. It's gonna be a fucking terrible podcast. You get the echo again, I take it?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not bad though. Who cares?
These aren't the real aggressive ones though. I'm looking.
So you know this shit is out of pocket.
Chocolate chip. Say it. Say it.
Sega!
Oh, isn't that that's what's his face from
from
American History X and Below.
Yeah.
And Boy Meets World too.
Is that a dead squirrel? Yes, it is.
Whoa. Color. Hey, there's an easier way to get color. Get a Game Gear, the full color portable.
He gave himself a concussion to see color on the Game Boy. That's brilliant.
It is, yo. Sega's marketing is amazing.
Don't hit yourself with a dead squirrel. We do color already.
Thousands of helpless teenagers trapped in a dull, drab world of colorless video games.
Look at this. Look at this.
There is hope.
Color?
Introducing Game Gear from Sega, the full-color portable video game system that separates the men from the boys.
Did you have a friend that did you have a Game Gear? Did you have a friend that?
No, man, I couldn't get no damn game. I wanted one so bad.
One of my
too.
closest friends had one, and it was mad funny because you know how they always talk shit about the battery life.
Yeah.
And it took like 8 batteries.
Yo.
100% fucking accurate. I remember we went to like his friend's family's like get together. It was like an hour and a half away, and that shit died even sooner than that. So it was under an hour and a half for like 8 fucking AA batteries or some shit. It was nuts.
And them batteries was not cheap, bro.
No, it was not.
And that's back when it wasn't on like 32 packs.
Hey, you still don't have a
This
Sega
one.
CD?
I see this
I
one.
remember
What
this
are you
one.
waiting
You remember
for
this?
Nintendo to make one? You have seen the games, right?
Ah.
Wrong answer, man. Show
Yeah, I didn't think of it.
I love those commercials, man.
Bro, it's the blast processing.
Yeah, look at that.
Want to see more?
Oh man.
Yo,
Yeah,
that's
those were
son.
fucking awesome.
Sega
Those
had
are
the most
awesome.
fire commercials ever, man. You can't tell me nothing different. You
Yeah,
can't tell me nothing different.
I highly recommend, like, if you see there's a million documentaries about the war between Sega and Nintendo, but they're all fire. Like, if you have, anyone that's listening to this, if you haven't watched one or you haven't watched it in a while, the whole story about the advertising back and forth,
Oh
all
boy,
that is so
it was
good.
crazy.
So
I
good.
remember like me and my cousin, because my cousin had Nintendo and I had Sega, and we just went at it, bro. Like and I'll say this: when Super Nintendo dropped, it was definitely different because Super Nintendo was like the music sounded better on Super Nintendo, which is more
It did.
full. Like Sega had like this raspy, like nah, 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 nah. You know what I'm saying? Like they
Yeah.
had a heavy metal. Everything sounded heavy metal. In the game, and then Super Nintendo would come along, and that shit would sound real clean. You
Yep.
could hear like a lot of different instruments and stuff like that. And I was like, damn, this shit is better. And I would never tell him out loud though. Like I fought him to the death about everything about Sega being better. You couldn't tell me shit. No.
Yeah, and that was the
Blast
thing.
processing.
I think Super Nintendo actually even like used that as a marketing thing, is it actually did have a like not external, but like an onboard sound chip that
Sure
was
did.
like a ton better than Sega.
Way
And
better.
it was
bro.
very, very fucking obvious, even when you're like 10 years old. You
Yeah.
could tell that they
Yeah.
did that.
I couldn't let my cousin know that though. Couldn't let him get that win.
Yeah, so let's we could just go over this quick. I went to just pull up a picture of how do you say his name? Onan? Onan. He
Yep,
won
Onan.
Smash. He's 16 years old at the SmashCon.
Mhm.
Let me put this on the screen here.
Yo,
And
his
this makes me
Steve.
sad because I was just gonna briefly talk about how good for him. He's 16. That's awesome. You know,
Yeah.
someone young's coming up in the ranks. And then talk
Uh-huh.
about how people are probably a little upset that he used Steve. And then the first thing I fucking see that pisses me off is Onan harassed for winning Super Smash Con 2022.
Yeah, it's too
And
far,
I haven't-
bro. Don't
yeah,
be ass about
like,
it. Come
come
on,
the
y'all.
fuck on, people.
Get
Like,
the
I
fuck
haven't
outta
read
here,
this
man.
article, but I'm not surprised by it, and I'm scared to read this article because I don't want to go off on like how fucking dumb it is to harass anyone over who they play. Two,
Right.
if they're not banned, you just want to win and you like the character. You can't put
Right.
that on the person. I mean,
You can't.
if it happened, I might be a little salty. I'm not gonna harass him, but you rip on him a little. It's like, oh, you did it with Steve, blah blah. blah.
Right.
But good
right.
game.
But that's it though.
Good
It
game,
stays
though.
there.
You got
It
me.
stays
You
there.
got me.
Right.
Be like, that's about it. You know what I mean?
And you still got to be good. Like you can't just play Steve and automatically you're an amazing player. You still have to play that shit with skill, bro. And you still have to outthink your opponents. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
Steve has tools, but you still have to outthink them. Like, yo, he's still like MK Leo wins almost everything. MK Leo did not win. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause like this Onan player is tough, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, she is weak shit like that. I don't like that, man.
That's not even fucking clever. Yeah, so we don't have to get too much in the harassment, but I just want to make it clear that that's fucking stupid.
That's corny. Listen, if
That's
you
very
out there and you gotta harass somebody for a character,
And he's
you're
fucking
fucking whack.
16 too.
Right,
Like,
he's
what-
a 16-year-old
How
kid.
sad is your
But
fucking life that
Right. Grow the fuck up.
Yeah,
Okay.
people hiding
Like,
behind keyboards. It's like
take it
this.
from Dustin and Chris. Grow the fuck up. You wouldn't say that shit to his face. Don't be a fucking punk and say that shit behind the keyboard when you know ain't nothing gonna happen to you, man. Come on, cut the shit.
Yeah, it's
He won
fucking
with a
stupid.
character and he beat some of the best players in the world, bro. If Steve's ain't winning every tournament neither, so it's not like, oh my god, we gotta ban Steve because Steve is winning everything. No, you still gotta fucking play amazing. You still gotta play out of your mind and win a major tournament. You know what I'm saying? Like this ain't no easy thing to do, bro. So
Yeah.
I ain't trying to hear that shit, man. Not at all.
And then who's it? Spargo? He's another 16-year-old. Oh,
Spargo.
this is the
Oh,
one I heard
boy.
about that I thought was Onan, but apparently
No,
there's two
no,
different
no.
ones.
Yeah.
Yo, the old
Spargo
heads
is
better watch
crazy.
out. The young are gonna eat the old like real quick here. That's fucking
That's how it
crazy.
always happens in Smash, though. Like the young guns come up quick. Young players dominate Smash and Mortal Kombat for some reason unbelievably well. Unbelievably well.
Yeah, T1 Born, he plays Cloud and
Yep.
Pyramithra. That's pretty
His
good.
cloud is disgusting. When I tell you it's disgusting, like I found out recovery shit I would have never even thought to do with Cloud watching Spargo. It's wild.
Yeah, man, that's fucking crazy that they're
Yeah.
so young. Who's the
16 years old is a beautiful age.
You got any really good Smash young players that come to?
It was this
Ultimatum?
kid, it's a sassy Flygon. This kid was winning tournaments at like 15 years old, 15, 16.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's that age. So it's definitely that age. He plays Luigi, and boy, that Luigi shit is like, how are you this good with Luigi? It's ridiculous. I think Sashi just won a tournament like last week.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, this kid is nasty, man. Only reason Sassy wasn't on the PR because you have to go to 5 PR qualified events, and he
Yeah.
went to 4. He went to 4.
Damn.
So literally, I was like, yo, bro, just go to this last tournament. Who cares how you play? Just get on the PR. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah, but Sassy's crazy. Young kid and just ridiculous. I think he's 17 or 18 now, but he was winning young. Like
Oh, he's
he
too
came to
old.
my
He's too old
Yeah.
now. He's
He's
probably
too old
fucking
now.
up. Bro, you're too old to do well. Your reaction time isn't like they were 2 years ago.
Get him out of here. Get him
Yeah.
out of here. He's done. He's washed.
Oh shit, you hit puberty? Yeah.
What?
Nah,
Retire.
it's over. It's over.
Did you voice drop? Nah,
Yeah.
he's out of here.
Yeah.
How dare you?
Oh, his voice dropping like his stocks.
I like that. I like that.
Spiked
Yeah, so
lower
it's-
than his testicles.
Look at you. Look at you. Your balls dropping. So did your game. Get him out of here. Give me the next 12-year-old. That sounded really bad. Never mind. Never mind.
Yeah. But yeah, so now the band Steve stuff's coming back. He's not gonna get banned.
Not only banned.
And they aren't gonna change him. If they do, it won't be much. Well, didn't they come out and say they aren't changing shit anymore? Or
Yeah,
did they
he's like, yo, that's it.
Yeah. So they're
got
gonna
it,
have to
live with it.
fucking deal with it.
Listen,
or-
Destin, I promise you, like, yo, the meta for Steve is going to change. People are going to adapt. There's a lot of people bitching, but there's a lot of people in the lab right now, like, yo, you can do X, Y, Z with this. When he does that, do this. When he does, you know what I'm saying? Like, people are labbing it. It's people talking, but it's people like putting some action behind them being pissed off or being annoyed with the character. So like that shit is not going to be. It's not like, oh my God, Steve's going to take over and win the next 8 majors. I would really be surprised if that shit happens. I'll fucking grow dreadlocks again if Steve wins the next 3 majors.
Yep.
Yeah.
But now we're rooting for Steve though.
Yeah.
You're putting me in a weird fucking awkward position here because I didn't really want to root for him, but you're putting me in a corner over here.
Like you gonna see me like.
You
18
realize this is
podcasts
recorded, right?
later.
So if
gonna
this
see me like-
happens,
You're gonna see me like 18 podcasts later, like what? Well, I'm chill.
that's funny. All right, we got 2 more things to talk about. I'll just go over the Bridget. I got to play her in Strive.
I bet.
I played against her more than I played her. She's not super my type of character. She's bad
Hold on,
cool,
set.
but
Go ahead, keep rocking.
yeah. So again, it's the same thing I thought when I first played her. She has a full kit. Her neutral's amazing. She's got decent corner pressure. She's fast. Her lows are super fast. And Super Noon just put out a tier list, so I will pull that up, and he's got her in S tier, so even he thinks she's actually pretty up there. He's got her in S tier.
Already?
Yeah, she's good. I was just telling the stream, everything. Her toolkit, she's fast. She's got great neutral. She's longer range. She's got good lockdown. She has quick lows that are actually of good range. Yeah, she's really good. I was saying I haven't played her much, but I did like play against her quite a bit. Because if you go in the park, which is the non-ranked area, all the people learning her, she's fucking everywhere. So she's not hard to play against. So
yeah, I could imagine.
So yeah, just a quick update. She's super cool. He's fun. What I looked at the video where we were saying the pronouns.
Yeah,
thing,
yeah.
And Kyle was talking with the story
right.
thing. It's a she.
I was about to say it, so I was like, okay.
So for now, this individual is super strong. So super fun to play. So yeah, that's all I really got to say about that.
But Potemkin is C tier, really?
Yeah, not for me. I fucking hate that dude. But
3 grabs and it's over.
Technically, technically, I think he's a little stronger than he might be down here. But keep in mind, this is super noon, so he hasn't played a whole lot of scrub matchups. He's a sweat, so.
Okay.
So I guess take that with a grain of salt. But
yeah, all right.
I could see how he's not that great. Same with Anji.
Anji, I can see that. I've seen Anji players struggle.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I
could actually see that.
Yeah, and I there's some Anjis that'll kick my ass, but when you look at a chart like this, for every Anji, like one Anji that will like beat me up, who's actually pretty decent, it's like every fucking Leo or Nago or Happy Chaos. So this makes sense.
Yeah.
So I mean that side's a pretty relatively balanced game. It's like you can win with C tier people. But when you think in the grand scheme of who beats you 9 times out of 10, it's a good one of these and not a good one of these. So.
I see what you're saying.
So yeah, that's just a little update on that. And then the last thing is Multiversus. They released who's coming out next, and that is Morty comes out next week on Tuesday, I believe. Rick comes out at the end of August. He'll probably come out around 26th, 27th.
Oh, they splitting them. Okay.
Yeah, they're splitting them. They're in a combo character, and they aren't coming out at the same time. So.
Okay.
Morty is going to be a bruiser, which actually surprised me. I thought it'd be a support. And
Morty's a bruiser?
Morty is a bruiser.
Wow.
Which is kind of weird because he's like a support. This show you'd think he'd be a support, and then I don't think they announced what Rick is going to be, but he's going to be a fucking mage. Like, he's definitely not going to be a support, and he's not going to be a tank.
Rick's got to be a mage. It wouldn't make sense for him to be anything else.
Yeah, and the reason you pretty much know, I can say comfortably, he's definitely not going to be a tank, is because Multiversus, the people announced are Black Adam and Stripe. Stripe is from Gremlins. He's the gremlin with the mohawk.
Okay. Yeah.
I didn't know his name either, but I'm not gonna lie. I'm sure Black Adam's gonna be cool.
Stripe from Gremlins.
Yep. So,
that's crazy.
And you
this roster's gonna be wild.
I know,
dude.
it's fucking crazy. And dude,
the reason,
see, and this is why I'm fucking excited, is I'm hoping that Stripe is a bruiser and assassin because that's who I like. And the reason I like Taz is because he's small and he hit relatively hard. And I just like that, like kind of smaller frame characters kind of thing.
Bastard.
Like I don't like playing
that,
yeah. You know what I mean? What? Well, calm down. I'm not playing Odd Job in 007.
Disgusting. Yeah, look at you. It's pretty close.
I don't go full scumbag. You never go full scumbag. I'm a semi scumbag with that shit. So
I'm gonna do an all Odd Job tournament. See who can win.
I bet it's Odd Job.
I'm gonna call it Scumbag 7. That's what I'm calling it.
I'm super excited. I'm sure Black Adam's gonna be cool, but I hope Stripe is gonna be mad cool too. Seems exactly like the character I'd play. And after they nerfed Taz into the ground, he's fucking garbage now. I was playing with Naj last night, and he wasn't on the free rotation, so first I had to play for like an hour just to unlock him, and I played him. And he's still fun to play, but they just added a 7-second cooldown to his tornado.
Oh boy!
Now when it's on cooldown, now
it's
he has
7
like
seconds.
And now while it's on cooldown, it's replaced by a mini tornado that lasts exactly 0.25 seconds. So it's basically he's just not good. He's just really bad.
Booty.
So
it's booty.
He's super booty.
It's okay.
Super booty.
It's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay. Yeah, he'll be back. He'll be back in the good graces of WB.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is okay.
They threw him down
Multiverse is about to be wow, yo. Like
I know, it's so exciting, and they're pumping out characters so fucking fast, dude.
Yo, listen, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Like, and I know it's free to play and all that, and bigger. companies and all that kind of stuff. But this is literally like a dream come true. Like they came out, all right, the roster ain't that big, but they pumping characters left and right, and they announcing people left and right and all that stuff. I like that shit because it keeps the excitement going. It keeps people wanting to come back. It keeps people like checking the consistent. Like who back yet? Who back? Oh shit, Stripe. I ain't never tried that. You know, like Black Adam. Oh, we in there. So like I like that feeling of like who's next, and like it's not like a well, oh yeah, that's not really exciting. It's like oh word. Like I like that. That's a consistent reaction to when they're saying who these people are. Like we was trying to go through the list the other day. Like Stripe wasn't on our list at all. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Nobody I talked to about who's dropping on Multiverse. Stripe was on their list, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, they still have the data mine like kind of the leak thing out, and I glanced over it, and obviously we don't talk about leaks here, but there's one character I can't wait for. I'm not even gonna give a hint or anything, but
nothing.
But I'm super excited for it. And Stripe, I didn't even know he was coming out. But bring it back to your point, when they put characters like this, I haven't been playing it much since they like first nerfed Taz, because I had a lot of fun playing Taz.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna come back and try Rick and Morty. I'm a huge fucking Rick and Morty fan. And then if I play it for a week and then I stop, I'm sure as fuck coming back to try Stripe and Black Adam. So, I mean, it's
great.
It's perfect if they pump them out this quick.
Great timing.
I can't forget about the game long enough to want to play it again. It's fucking it's the perfect strategy to put characters out. And
you're
if
you're
you
getting
can pump
characters
them
that
out
people
this
like.
fast, yeah. It's just so that's just super exciting. So, no announcement yet for Black Adam and Stripe, but it's got to be in September the way they're pumping this out, because Rick's at the end of August, and I can't see them for the foreseeable future waiting any longer than a month to put out one character. So,
There's so many people to choose from, D. Like,
yep.
Do you know how massive the pool is to pick from characters, man?
Yeah. Yep.
I'm waiting. Like I know Princess Bubblegum is going to be in this game. Like I know it's a matter of time.
Is Princess the pony?
Yeah.
The My Little Pony?
Well, no. From Adventure Time.
Oh, I never watched Adventure Time. I know enough about it, but
I know Bubblegum will be in there. Who's the cloud?
Oh, okay.
The cloud.
Okay.
Yeah. Shorty gonna be in there. The vampire chick. What's her name? She gonna be in there.
Also from Adventure Time?
Yeah. What's her name? Yeah. She gonna be in there too.
What's her name?
Marceline. She's dope. I like Marceline a lot.
Oh, I don't think I've seen this character.
Yeah, she's dope.
Cool.
It's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm telling you, like this roster's gonna be
the options are fucking endless.
Ridiculous, bro.
Yeah.
Ridiculous. And they all play fun, yo. Like this, it's not like this is kind of whack. Like these people come out, these characters come out, and like you immediately are like, oh, okay, this is pretty cool.
Yeah, and there's people coming out that you didn't even know they own the rights to. Like if you would have said who owns the right to Gremlins, I'd be like, I don't fucking know. Like,
right.
Yeah. All I know is it's a dope ass movie. I don't know.
I would have said Fox, bro. I didn't know.
Yeah. I wouldn't know neither.
Own rights. I didn't even think about Gremlins, bro. I haven't seen the show in so long.
Yeah.
I didn't see the movie, and it's been over a decade. Now I gotta have my kids watch Gremlins with me.
Yeah, I think it comes on during Christmas time because it's
Does it?
It's technically a Christmas movie because it takes place during Christmas.
Is it?
So, yeah. There's a couple scenes where, I mean, it's snowy and it takes place during Christmas, but they do a lot of shit with the Christmas tree and the Gremlins hiding in it and shit.
That's actually
you know what? I haven't
surprising.
watched just the second one, and that's the one where like Stripe and all them really like
start
having their own personalities. Yeah, the first one, Stripe's just kind of a dick who's cool. So, and the second one is when they really like go fucking crazy with it. I haven't seen that one in a while. I'm gonna rewatch that. So just excited, super excited.
Yeah, it's gonna be dope. There's people here popping up. Like, yo, you on that Multiversus? So like that's another good sign too.
Yep. So you think anything else? We missed anything?
No, man. We saw the jury and oh
Kimberly?
my gosh, what's her name? Kimberly release, and they showed a little bit of their gameplay and they showed a little bit of the faces that they make at the beginning of the screen.
I saw the faces and I was like,
yeah, that's pretty cool.
I don't want to turn this into a show where we like report on every little thing. Like,
For
Not
Street
trying
Fighter
to talk
6.
for 7 minutes about their face animations. No, not about 6. I mean, I'm down to talk about 6, but just not every little thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. I feel you. I feel you.
if they're like, yo, they released 6 seconds of an audio track for Jury's theme, I'd be like, oh, man, that ain't important.
Did you hear the commentary with Steve?
Oh
and,
yeah. See that?
Yeah,
That is something.
yeah.
I do want to bring up. That's
Yeah.
Steve, and if they get Yipes, does Yipes ever do Street Fighter 6?
I
know
don't.
if he
Yipes has done
does.
6. He's done 5. I know he's done 5 before. Yipes can do
for
anything,
5,
bro.
Yeah,
Yipes can do anything,
yeah.
bro.
That'd be.
Like,
I mean, they get Steve and Yipes.
I,
Oh my God.
I have complete faith.
How
Like, if they
dope would
told
it
me
be if it
the
came
world's
out?
about to be destroyed, but you need an announcer, I'm like, yo, put Yipes and Steve on the mic right now.
How dope would it be if they get an option where it alternates, so it's like 2 people commentating, like they kind of just trade off commentary. That would be so
Yo,
sick.
first of all, the fact that they even have commentary on the game is really fucking dope. I think it's a really good step, and I wouldn't be surprised to see a lot of other games emulate that in the future. But like the fact that the only thing I didn't like, and I've listened to it, I'm nitpicking. This is a small nitpick, but it sounded like everything was like a generic, like moving upwards, going there. Oh, what a grab! You know, it didn't feel like it was a normal flow. It just felt like statements put together, like chopped together. So like I really wanted to feel like Steve is really watching the game and like really commentating on the game. So like it was a small nitpick of like you could tell it was just like statements that he recorded separately and then they put them together on the game. You know what I'm saying? Versus like it feels like a straight up like a broadcast and he's actually commentating on stuff as it's happening. Everything ended in the same voice tone too. Like if you listen to it, almost everything he says ends in the same voice tone when he's talking.
Yeah, and then I was just thinking about the Japanese commentator. I forget his name, but he always makes shit sound so hyped. Did you see when that was him, right? He did the announcement. He came out before they showed the Street Fighter 6 stuff, and he was
yeah.
"Are you ready for more information?" Like, and the crowd went nuts, and it was so funny. And I tried to find the clip, but for some reason I can't think of his name, but it was just hilarious that he said, "Are you ready for more information?" And oh man, it was just so dope. But yeah, so that's mad exciting that Tasty Steve's gonna be commentating on it.
Yeah, it's about to be fire.
That's dope. Yeah, man. So I think that's it. And I just want to bring up that we started pretty much at 5 and we went almost exactly an hour.
That's good shit, dude. That's good shit.
Yeah, I think so. Don't expect that. That's never gonna happen again. But yeah,
It might.
Yeah, everyone. This episode, I think that's it for this one. This will go up probably on Thursday again. I'll try and remember to upload it tonight and edit it a little, make sure everything's good. But the audio should be great. We will be back Tuesday at hopefully around 5. Start being on time more. Thanks for watching. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe if you aren't on our YouTube. We don't have a custom link yet, so just search Safe on Talk on YouTube.
Comment, subscribe. We in there.
Yep.
This is good shit. I promise y'all.
Yep.
And y'all get to see my handsome face every time.
I actually block you out from here on out. I superimpose you like on the videos, like just so you can't catch on to it. But yeah, all right. Thanks everyone for watching. We love you all, and we will see you next Tuesday. Peace.